Rockefellers around?
Anyways, they're still around, aren't they?
They're still around.
Sure,
yeah.
I'm sure families are.
The peak one was like what, late 1800s, early
Yeah,
1900s.
we're talking like they peaked around the Titanic.
Yeah,
When's the Titanic go down?
1912.
Okay, so like the Rockefellers, they probably made money during this time. So, anyways, there were some big
guns,
players.
You know,
There were some big players.
I mean,
during this
Rockefeller threw shade at J.P. Morgan when he died. He was like, he's only worth $10 million. He's like, he thought he was a rich man. He thought he was a rich man, and to think he had money.
It was like you were saying today. Robert De Niro is going to only make $7 million.
Yeah,
next year
let's get a moment of silence for Robert De Niro. He's only going to make $7.5 million next year. Let's bow our heads for 10 seconds.
All right, that was enough of that.
All right.
Okay. Well, so that's.
Prohibition.
I'm gonna cut mine off. I'm gonna cut mine off at that.
His last name is De Niro, and he has no money.
Why do you have you fucking had an Ernest face, like Ernest.
Ernest goes to fucking jail.
Ernest goes to jail.
He'd pull his and to think. Did you guys ever watch Ernest Saves Christmas?
Oh, that was terrible.
The trolls in the trees and stuff.
That was Ernest Gets Scared Stupid.
Maybe I don't know.
The Halloween one.
Yeah, that was the Halloween one.
The best one was when he went to jail. That was the best one.
And he got ass raped.
He got electrocuted.
Oh, that was the unrated one.
Oh, it come out
Yeah,
because
I saw the one that stepsisters to Ernest.
because in all the Ernest movies he hung out with like little kids.
Dude, that guy was stacked. The real Ernest was really strong, really in shape, and he wanted to have a serious career. And he ended up doing the Ernest, which made him millions.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
All right, so we're going to jump over to Alex.
So, yeah. Anybody a fan of NASCAR?
I used to be.
Bubba Ropes.
It's all right.
I don't think you can say that anymore.
It's a product.
You can't say it no more.
It's a real
We're
product.
going to lose our sponsor.
I mean,
All right.
we did go to a NASCAR race, sat in box seats, and then watched the football game on a phone.
Yeah, because
True.
football was more
That's
interesting than the NASCAR.
Yeah,
race.
NASCAR's boring after 5 minutes.
Once they made that first turn, after every white caution flag.
It's fun when you're in the pits.
Yeah.
It's fun.
It's
So.
too
But it's
hot
fun to
that
actually
day.
race.
It's fun when you actually get to race.
Yeah,
It's like golf.
it's
Yeah,
fun
golf
to play.
is fun when you're out there.
Actually golfing.
I don't think it's fun when you're actually golfing.
Teach his own. So, people needed their alcohol during Prohibition,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
So, wouldn't if something was, let's say they outlaw pizza, and you wanted pizza. Think people bootleg some pizza to your
You
house?
telling me they're going
Are
to
they-
take away Papa John's?
Did they take away all the ingredients to make pizza?
Yeah.
No, they keep all the ingredients there.
They let the pizza stores remain open, but they take their ingredients from getting to them.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
No, during Prohibition, they left the ingredients in the stores.
Okay.
They
Anyway,
just-
so the bootleggers brought alcohol to everybody.
That's where that's where you get the delivery driver's personal number.
You're talking about Uber Eats?
Is that where the driving fee is not the tip?
Yeah.
It's the same scenario, right?
This is
Did
the
you
early,
have?
this,
I
is,
wonder if you had to tip your bootlegger.
this is the early Uber Eats.
Oh, yeah, I
right
would
This
here.
is
tip my
the, yes.
bootlegger.
This is like you want alcohol, you can't go to the store and get it.
I
'cause
mean,
you
he's
have
paid to drive it here. I don't have to give him money when he brings it to me. Also,
to- 'cause he-
Right, he's getting a...
If you want him to keep doing it, you give him a little extra.
I'm pretty sure
a little bit off the top.
the bootleggers was dealing to the was hand delivering to the dealers.
Yeah.
right. There was a
Between
guy
the
at the
dealer-
top. He said, "Take it to this guy,"
and take it there,
and then that guy would
have
dispatch
his own,
it out.
and take. So there's like a chain of bootleggers.
They would deliver it, and then he would get paid.
Yeah. So this all happened pretty much in North Carolina. It's pretty much the birthplace of bootlegging.
Yeah.
Sorry, Appalachia.
Oh, Appalachia.
I want to forget Tennessee there.
And the Smoky
Yeah.
Mountains.
So you got Smoky Mountains, the Appalachia. I threw a hard ch. I don't believe in the sh.
You don't like Appalachia?
Like when people say Appalachian Mountains, I want to smack them.
We give the
What about
Appalachians?
Appalachian?
Appalachian.
What
Is
about
that right or wrong?
That's how I say it.
It's probably
I was saying
wrong. but
Appalachian.
it's probably
What's the fish?
Appalachian?
What's the fish?
Yeah, the S fish.
Salmon?
Salmon?
Salmon.
salmon.
Salmon is it's weird.
It's
Salmon's
I'll eat some salmon, but I'll get salmonella.
It's
You're
weird.
gonna know you'll eat salmon but get salmonella.
It's just like Maxwell Ghislaine or Ghislaine, Ghislaine,
The Gizzy Guzzler.
the Gizzy. What?
The Gizzy Guzzler.
All right, so
Anyway,
we're going to say Appalachian.
Appalachia. So we're going
Appalachia.
around. So these people are driving through the mountains from Tennessee, North Carolina, Probably other states too.
This is before the interstate system.
This is before the
Dirt
interstate
roads,
system.
my man.
Driving
roads.
up mountains, dirt roads. That's awesome.
Right.
So they have to modify their vehicles to be faster than the police vehicles, correct?
Yeah.
Makes sense.
So you have mechanics.
This is when the hot rod era started.
Yeah. So you have mechanics working on these cars. They would remove the floorboards and seats to make it lighter and to get more storage room, but mostly get lighter.
So they're just like standing in that thing, just like.
Yeah, it's like the Flintstones got the idea from that.
Can you imagine accidentally letting your leg down, no floorboards?
You guys have never seen a rat rod. They're fucking terrible.
What's a rat rod? What is that?
They almost never have floorboards.
Does it fit cheese to drive it?
They're dangerous.
Wait, I've never seen a rat rod without a floorboard.
Then you're not looking. They know most of the time are pieces of shit.
I've seen a car where the floorboard's rusted through.
I seen one where the guy put license plate in the inside. Like the whole inside of the rat rod was all license plate.
That sounds terrible.
They make those fucking things and then they want $50,000 for them. They're fucking pieces of shit. Anyways.
Anyway, so these bootleggers had to learn to drive at night without their headlights.
Oh,
So they got night vision.
Night vision goggles.
So they ate a lot of carrots, I'm guessing.
Or they're just blind from the illegal alcohol. But they would like modify the car suspensions. They would put dirt shields over radiators. So this is the first, like you said.
So they tightened up the suspension.
They did all kinds of stuff.
Like that. Cool.
So you have a driver, and you have your team working on your car. See where this is heading?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you're talking about truck races.
Well, you're talking about racing in general.
Like racing in general.
This is where the idea.
So bootlegging occurred the entire time during Prohibition.
Oh, yeah.
So when Prohibition ended...
It's not even when it was ended. Like, those guys would get to, like, they'd be like...
bragging rights.
My car's faster. Yeah. And then other ones would be like, no, my car's
Who's
faster.
the fastest bootlegger?
So they'd all start racing them, and then people would be like, well, this is pretty badass.
They got to see who's the best racist.
And you still have people bootlegging in the dry counties.
So my thing is, though, did bootleggers only turn left?
Left and right. They turned left.
I'm pretty
and right.
sure this was before the professional tracks of today. So
when the France family got involved, that's when things started turning left.
Yeah, those guys are just like, we can only turn left, bros.
Yeah.
But
just
a side note, since we mentioned dry counties, this is going to take a sidebar from the bootleg.
Dry.
There's one dry county in North Carolina still.
Yep.
What county is that?
Graham
County.
What?
It borders Tennessee.
Oh yeah, because they talked about that on the Discovery Channel show, Moonshiners.
Huh. Why would they?
You can't buy alcohol.
But you can buy and come
county
in
and come over. Yeah.
Yep.
So these dry. There's actually 500 municipalities in the whole country that are dry, that don't sell alcohol
Today, like still.
How many of them are in Utah?
Most of them are in Mississippi.
Oh,
that's weird.
Interesting fact.
It's the most racist state in the nation, too.
Right, and they were the first state to actually do prohibition when the bill came through.
Right,
they were the first to ratify it.
Were they the last state to let it go too?
I think so.
Was that Mississippi or Missouri?
One of those two.
It was one of them.
But being that they have 86 counties in Mississippi and 36 of them are still dry today.
Jesus,
guaranteed Mississippi will be the last state to do anything.
Yeah. But interesting fact about Moore County in Tennessee is dry, but it's the home of Jack Daniels.
Jack Daniels.
So they make Jack Daniels in a dry county. They can't even sell their own whiskey in the county.
Huh.
You can go to Jack Daniels and buy a commemorative bottle.
I remember seeing that on the commercial.
Without anything in it?
With nothing in it.
Oh, that sucks for them.
Yeah.
You have to go to the next county.
All the counties around them is like fucking Jack Daniels.
So
Central.
that sucks. You go to the Jack Daniels facility
and you can't even
buy the stuff fresh from
How
them.
do you fail so hard as a company where you can't lobby something?
Like, move your fucking business somewhere else.
Yeah, we're moving our business, or you're opening liquor.
I'm sure in that county they can run that whole. Like you said, they probably have the most pull in that whole county.
Yeah,
you know everybody there's drunk as fuck.
Unless it's done on purpose.
Yeah,
to drive sales outside.
It's something about how the workers can't take the product. Probably,
yeah. People be just taking alcohol.
Yeah.
Probably not it at all, but I don't know.
Yeah, nobody's going to buy a commemorative bottle at the ABC store in the county over.
No.
You want to buy the commemorative bottle
From
at the fucking place.
Yeah. Well, that might be because with the Volstead Act and stuff, they had a 3-step system about production, transportation, and selling of alcohol. And that might be part of why they're still a dry county. I don't know. I read something about it. If I knew more about it, I would have went more in depth. But you just kept looking at me like I was wrong. I remember reading it. I don't know.
I just assumed.
Okay, that's cool.
They're backwards.
Yeah.
Still.
Anyway.
Yeah,
I'm gonna look that up.
So so they still had bootleggers driving booze down dry counties. They were racing at fairgrounds, racetracks, and that's where people started coming together to watch these bootleggers race. Because, like y'all said earlier, my car's better than your car, and it's like, well, let's do this.
Square off.
The cars really got really fast when Henry Ford inadvertently made them faster by making the V8 engine.
Yeah, he introduced the V8. Yeah.
So they would take engines from ambulances
Ambulance.
and put them in their cars.
Ambulance.
Oh, Black Betty, ambulance. So they would race with V8 ambulance engines inside their cars.
Okay, so now we're talking motor swaps.
Motor swaps, suspension upgrades. You have people owning racetracks now. You have spectators. So,
it's turning into a spectacle.
And people like watching these stock cars race.
Yeah.
They like seeing them crash, too.
They love the carnage, the smell of gasoline, the titties, they pop them up, the cone tits.
There you go.
Could you imagine it like raining outside of one of these races and everybody's like, show your titties! And they go sliding down these hills and it's these fucking cone tits. I seen titties at a Rob Zombie concert and they were round. I could imagine cone titties.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
And the Faye Reagan ones. Anyway, so they were watching these bootleggers race. Raymond Parks assembled the first formal racing team, and they would race in Atlanta.
All by themselves or
They had like a
against
sanctioned
others?
other bootleggers, but it wasn't like anything. But this is when World War II hit. It was when like people actually started forming race teams and actually having races at fairgrounds. It
would draw a crowd.
Yes. So they kind of laid low because during this time, obviously, steel production, there's other things being put toward the war effort. But after World War II, 1947, it wasn't NASCAR at 1947. It was actually called the NCSCC.
Oh, what?
The National Championship Stock Car Circuit.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's back when they actually raced cars.
Yeah. And this is back when they had stock cars, you had roadsters, and you had modified cars.
Oh, yeah, and it was pretty much bring your best.
Yeah.
And if you win, you win.
But for some reason, people in the South did not like roadsters. They said it was like a Yankee car.
Huh.
Is that why you get made fun of for driving a Miata around
Probably.
Man.
Like
Because
that's still a thing.
they started off having... So 1948, I believe, was when, William France Sr. had... That's when NASCAR actually got formed.
48.
48 and all that stuff, yeah. So they had three races. You had modified cars, you had roadsters, and stock cars. I think for like a whole year they had 3 different type races. But they noticed nobody went to the roadster ones.
Damn pinky
Modified
out
still, I think
motherfuckers.
Modified's still around today in a
What?
smaller circuit.
Yeah.
But obviously stock car was, strictly stock was what everybody went to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It was more level playing field.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Daytona, because there's always a dispute between which, Daytona and Charlotte, all that stuff.
Oh, yeah, the birthplace of NASCAR?
Well, Daytona always had, land speed records. Everybody raced at Daytona.
High banks, so you
High
can
bank,
keep
everything.
your speed in the turns.
So-
So the thing about Daytona is it's a super speedway track. And then you have your normal intermediate tracks like Charlotte. And then you have, like Indy's a super speedway track.
Right.
So they could go a lot faster on the super speedways. And then you had your short track places like Rockingham, Darlington,
Wilkesboro.
yeah, Wilkesboro, which isn't no more. But yeah, that's
Which is a shame because that's also a problem with NASCAR getting too big.
Like, we got to go to California.
Yeah, so like, 4 races? I think they have
West Coast swing, baby.
4 tracks in North Carolina alone?
Yeah.
And then they took all of them away but Charlotte.
Right.
Yeah.
Because there was only one with the big city.
Which is a shame.
You go by that with them going to the beach or something.
Yeah, like you said,
really-
Rockingham, Wilkesboro, and there was a
middle of
4th
nowhere.
one.
They want the fast tracks.
They want fast tracks.
That's
They want
what
speed.
that's what brought the fans out.
Because I think one went to Texas.
But which one's is Darlington the one that's the last great Coliseum race?
I think so.
And I haven't been to that one, but the banking is almost 75 degrees.
Oh, wow.
It's ridiculous, and it's tiny, but it's imagine a Roman Coliseum. I mean, the stands are just like you go in the middle of this in the middle of the track and look up, and the stands are like, whoa, like,
That's cool.
It's so fucking crazy.
That would be pretty sweet.
So some interesting fact, and we'll get